You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't news on YouTube, frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. In the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On the Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We got our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the link that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange and blue skies. In the Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fast and fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute. Knicks Real Talk, the pregame show. Divine shot power of Knicks, Houston Rockets at the world most famous arena tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get in here and talk about this thing for about an hour. Break all this Knick content down, man. To get ready to watch the game, man. And all that good stuff. Salute to everybody in the chat. I know everybody feeling a little miserable right now, but it's okay, man. We got to keep moving on, moving on. Before I go any further, bring my partner in the building so we can really get this thing popping. Child Powell, what's good, my brother? What's going on with you, my man?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Daniel, what's popping? Rasul, what's good, my man? Daniel, what's popping, man? Salute to the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Houston Rockets at the world most famous arena tonight. And all that good stuff, man. Try to bounce back off that disappointing loss we had the other night, which is only was a loss, nothing else other than that. Disappointing, neither to say the less. Is just that we didn't bring our A game the other night. Detroit brought their A game and some, and came out there in MSG and put on the show. Kay Cunningham got busy. Really went out there and made it happen for them guys, man. Salute to the Detroit Pistons. They went in there and did what they had to do, give them their flowers. That's a damn good team over there. They ready to get in the playoffs and do things, man. So we got to give them their flowers. They beat us down the other day again. We didn't bring our A game coming out of the All-Star weekend. A week off showed this real ugly head shooting wise. 8 from 30 some whatever from downtown. We just didn't have it going offensively. Then we couldn't stop him. So that wound up taking an L, a disappointing L, may I say. But you know what? It's another game on the doctor, on to the next. And now we got the Houston Rockets tonight. Shot Powers, KD, and these guys who playing pretty good basketball coming to Madison Square Garden tonight. Looking to keep their win away going. And right now they're like fourth in the Western Conference, with third last night. But Denver Nuggets won, so they kind of dropped one right behind Denver Nuggets, a half a game, whatever. But they got a talented, big team down there. Yume Udoka got these boys playing. We're going to have our handful again tonight. I think the team tonight we playing, to me, is better than the Detroit team. You know what I mean? So we just got to be ready for it tonight, Shot Powell. Bring our A game. Hopefully we can find a rhythm tonight after not having won a pass game and try to get a victory tonight to get this ugly taste out of our mouths.
Yeah, it was just a bad game. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. And it was just at a bad opportunity against a team that we want to beat. And it was a terrible loss. You know what I mean? Of course, as a fan, you hated to see them lose like that and stuff like that. But overall, they did not have it. You know what I mean? And we talk about it all the time right here. If you don't come with your A game, you know what's going to happen. You don't get your butt wet. And they did not come with their A game. You know what I mean? Their shooting was off. They missed free throws. They missed a little. They got rebounded. You know, what I mean, there's a couple of things that implemented to them losing, and my fandom, I even pointed the finger when I'm at home yelling and screaming at the TV by myself about the way Mike Brown coached the team that game. My opinion, I thought he should have ran the same type of lineup he's been running and just implemented the guys either earlier and then implemented Sohan. So now you see Mikhail's not playing good, take him out, put DeWar in there. You see Josh Hart ain't playing good, take him out, put Landry Sherman in there. You see OG ain't playing that good, take him out, put Sohan in there. I mean, take him out, put him in earlier. And just run the same rotations. I think he tried to, my opinion, I think he tried to match up with the guys. When Cade came in, you seen that OG came in, and when he went out, he started doing matchup game, in my opinion. So that's what I think evidently was some type of a coaching issue to me. But we didn't shoot well, and we missed 7 free throws. So anytime you do any of those things, anytime you miss the golden rules, you get your butt whipped. So that's how I feel about the game. I hated the way we lost and stuff like that. I thought we should have played bigger. We should have tried to capture that game, especially with all our guys being healthy and stuff. But we had a bad shooting night of all nights. So it is what it is.
Yeah, salute to Queen Darlene. Queen Darlene, what's good, Miss Brian? Good to see you. SGA Sports Talk, what's good? SGA, salute to you as well. Celso, what's good, my man? Good to see you, my brother. Real talk. For me, ladies and gentlemen, a week off coming out of the All-Star break. It happens in the NBA every year. Some teams get it going, some don't. Come off the All-Star break, you got a rhythm. You have been shooting in a meaningful game, actually, and against another opponent. And it definitely showed in that 8 for 35 from downtown. Even Anunoby, them wide open jump shots he was missing. And normally he knocks them down on any given night. He's shooting down there 40% from downtown this year, especially from the corner. So it just goes to show you that basketball is a game of rhythm. You know what I mean? And once you get the rhythm going, you can do what you do. And the difference with them guys and us, see, Cade Cunningham, he don't only rely on that shot. He's not even a really good 3-point shooter. He only shooting like 34 for the year, 33. But the other night he just going run amok in there. You know what I mean? And so it all depends where your rhythm is at. Give Detroit Pistons credit right now. They got our number. They're the best team in the East, and nothing that you can say about it until we get ourselves together and beat them. But I'm not worried about it. We last year we lost to Boston 3 games. All Boston beat us all 3 games in the regular season. We still won in the playoffs. That don't mean that's going to happen this year. I think right now they just a better team, but they got a guy who's literally willing their team to win. They follow Cade Cunningham's energy and they feed off that young man, and that young man takes them dudes there. You know what I mean? He's a gritty dude, talented. And all that good stuff. So you can't knock them for being who they are. But I also believe that our team, like I said, 8 from 35 from downtown, 23%. You missed 7 free throws, like you said, didn't match their intensity. I'm just more disappointed in the game because that day we had a great stream that day. We was all amped up. We was ready to get off the stream and go in there and watch the Knicks go in Madison Square Garden and against the number 1 team in the East. And it didn't seem like they came to bring their A game, like we always say, because you don't bring your A game, Westchester could beat you that night. You know what I mean? Anybody could beat you if you're not on your game. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. But other than that, just another game on a doctrine. We got to watch that, get that bad taste out of our mouth, move on to this game tonight against a tall team, a talented team. They got the Slim Reaper out there. They got Sergon down there. They got Thompson. You name it, they got it down there, ladies and gentlemen. And they playing good basketball down there in the West. And they are in the West, like I said, they're number 4. So we just got to hope we can bounce back and get in the rhythm tonight, because I think this team that we play tonight is better than the team we played the other night from a talent perspective. You know what I mean? Like I said, especially with them guys not having Doran and Stewart. So now you're going up against the Slim Reaper, you know what I mean, and Sergon all-star playing a hell of a basketball this year. Defense, that's a defense-minded team. Yume Doka, they are a reflection of them. They play hard defense. They gritty. They get after you. They don't score a lot. They only score 114 a game, but they ain't giving you that much, though. So we just gotta be ready to be prepared for these guys. And let's go out there and just bring our A game in, because tonight the same thing happened the other night. It happened tonight. Real quick, just because the show is different, my man not used to us what we go through, but I'm gonna let SGA get in here because he's in the panel, and I even let Jay Choli want to get in early. We still got to go through our preliminaries with the pregame, with our preview and everything. But the brothers in the panel, and his first time with our next talk, so I'm gonna, just because this is his first time here, I'm gonna change up the platform tonight, let him come in. And then Jay Choli, you're welcome to come in early if you want to. We're gonna do it like that tonight. But SGA Sports, what's good, my man? Appreciate you coming on the panel.
Hey, what's up? It's my first time coming on your channel. I hope the Knicks beat the Rockets. Because I don't like Dylan Brooks. I don't like his persona, man. He has a villainous persona on the court. He tries to get involved with everybody. But I think Knicks get the job done. I think I got them winning by 30.
Oh, okay. Well,
I got them winning 145 to 115.
Okay, Dylan Brooks is not with them no more. He's on Phoenix, but I understand.
No, but when he was when Dylan Brooks was in the league, he was that villainous. I mean, he just like when he was on the court, he got ejected. Like he was just like scrappy, trying to get in people's faces. But I'm glad he's not in the league no more, because none of like all my the Warrior fans out there didn't like Dylan Brooks.
Okay.
He just was that kind of guy who just, you get in his face, he comes back and gets in your face, man. It's just how Dylan Brooks is.
Yeah, he's an irritator. He irritates the mess out of you for sure, man. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, them I think Knicks go out there and play hard as well. So but like I said, we appreciate you coming on the show, my man. First time.
This win is gonna be really emotional for Knicks fans. Because Team Knicks won the Kia Shooting Stars with Allen Houston, Karl Anthony Towns, and Jalen Brunson. So this game is going to be really emotional for Knicks fans. They're probably going to be really emotional after the Knicks get the job and get the win.
That sounds good, man. I'm with you on that. Hoping they really prevail and do that, man. We need to have a bounce back win in the worst way, because that was an underwhelming performance we had the other night. We didn't bring our A game like me and my brother Shop Power talk about. Like I said, when you don't play your A game and bring your best, anybody can beat you. And you can't shoot 8 from 35 from downtown and then expect to win a basketball game against a talented team like the Detroit Pistons. So it's gonna be a different energy, man. But I think Are you gonna
live stream the game? I mean, I'll be in your, if you're doing like play by play for the game tonight, for the Knicks game. I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't. I just do the pregame show. That's all we do right here. And then occasionally we do the postgame show on a recap. We just haven't launched it yet this year, but we normally do the pregame and the postgame, not the live stream thing. But we appreciate you coming on, though, my man.
So, what are your thoughts on the Knicks tonight? Like, what do you think they got? Like, what do you think they got in the books? I mean, they got everything. They got a stacked roster, man. So they got everything they got in their ways to get this win tonight. I mean, they got Brunson, they got Towns, they got Josh Hart. I mean, like, what advice do you have for the Knicks fans out there who are probably watching this game from home, watching the game from the arena, anywhere, supporting the team?
For me, it's just to go out there and play your best basketball and do the things you didn't do well the other night. We know this is a talent roster we have in New York, up and down. We are a deep team. We can go 15 deep. We need to. We just got to go out there and play Knicks basketball and make sure we play for 48 minutes, do all the things that we normally do, and hit shots. Bottom line, we just got to hit shots. The reason why we lost the other night is really because we missed shots. The reason why I say that is if you're missing shots, you're putting pressure on your defense. You know what I mean? So if you ain't making shots, that causes your defense to play more harder in the game, because now they got to go extra hard to stop the other team because you're not scoring. So I just think they got to score the ball tonight, be more efficient with their shooting. You can't shoot 23% from downtown. I don't think you're going to be anybody. I think Knicks fans just take it as it was. The team won the other night, beat us. They were the better team that night. They've been a better team against us for all 3 times this year. But that don't mean that's going to be the end-all, be-all. But for tonight, I think that we just got to go out there and get that nasty taste out of our mouth, play for 48 minutes, and do the thing that we normally do with Nick Ball. Let me bring my partner here and give you his thoughts on that. He can tell you what he may think we need to do tonight to answer your question, Shop Powers.
Simple. Back to defense. You know what I mean? It's about defense always, you know what I mean? And offense will come. Now, I mean, you stop a team, you regulate them to one shot, and you get down and score the basketball. It helps. Now, I mean, tonight is a big game for this New York Knicks too. Because this team, I believe, is a very strong team in the West. And if Van Fleet would have been healthy this year, I think these guys would have been easy. Could have been 1-2 in the league, man. Van Fleet would definitely put pressure on this team. You know what I mean? So we just gotta get out there. And one thing about this team that we're playing tonight is to stay close to them, because in a number of their games that they played this year, they lose the lead. They lose games with close scoring down the stretch of games. So if we can stay close, we can objectively beat these guys. Going down the stretch, they don't have someone to control their pace, a point guard that can control their pace as much as like a Van Vliet or something like that. But I think that is what we need to do: stay close to this team, quarter by quarter, stay close, take the lead, whatever we got to do, and finish it down the pike. Statistics say that this team gives up wins down the stretch of games. For some odd reasons.
Yeah, that's about it for us, SGA.
I mean, so for me, I've never been to Madison Square Garden before. I went to New
How
York.
old are you,
I was
SGA?
spent 29.
12.
So I went to. I've never been inside Madison Square Garden before. I've never actually watched the game over there. I was in New York, spending some time, visiting my aunt. I was in there visiting some relatives up in New Jersey.
Where are you
New York
from?
is right. Fremont, Bay Area.
Oh, Fremont. Okay.
So I was visiting New York. So I really want to go to the Garden, man. It's a beautiful arena. I've checked the photos inside of it. It's the most. It's one of the greatest arenas to go to. I mean, like, would you ever get a chance to go to the Garden and watch a game? Because I know you're diehard Knicks fans on this channel. You probably cover this team a lot,
Yeah,
day after day. So would you
Last time
go?
we went, what was it? The opening night, Divine?
yeah, opening night.
Yeah, it was opening night. I think we played Boston. That was the we missed about 15,000 free throws that night or something like that.
And then I think the last important game, game 5 against Miami in the playoffs.
Yeah,
But yeah, SJ, we got to continue with the regular part of the show. So, but thank you for coming in, though, man.
So who do you got? Which player on the Knicks today? Who do you got having like which player do you got?
I tell you how you get that information, SGA. Go back into the chat and listen. Continue to listen, subscribe, and we'll give you all the information in 2.3
You know we
seconds.
do that at the end of the
Hey,
show.
I was hoping I know the Knicks play the Warriors on March 15th in MSG. Dude, I was hoping to have you on my channel, bro. We could do the Knicks and Warriors game together, man. Collab or do something fun together. Would you want to do that?
But just hit me up in the comments, man. Subscribe to the channel and hit me up in the comments, and I'll give you the
Because we do play you guys. We play you guys one time in the season, man. We play you guys, and then after that, we don't play you again. So if I miss collabing with you, I don't think we'll never. I don't know when I'll play you again. So we might play you guys next year. I don't know when we got play you next. So I would love to collaborate with you, man.
Make sure you subscribe and leave it in the comments, SGA.
Because I love collaborating with other content creators. Do games together, do stuff like that. We could have a watch party, have people in the chat or do something. So if you're down for that, man, we could make something happen. Just okay, I'll hook you up.
All right,
leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments. We got to get back to our regularly scheduled program.
Okay, it's great having me on, and hope you carry on with the show.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, SGA. Thanks for coming on, my man. Yeah, yo, salute to the chat and everybody. That was SGA. Came in on the panel, man, with us. Just somebody out there, want to come on the channel. We appreciate that. We normally do what we do a different way, but we're gonna get back to what we do. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks got the Houston Rockets tonight, man. They're gonna be at the Garden. We got to go ahead and try to get a win, and get in here and get it popping, because the game we played, the last game, left a bad taste in everybody's mouth, ladies and gentlemen. We understand that. Ain't no doubt about it. The team won that day. They came out there and played their A game. We didn't bring our A game. And that's all that need to be said. And they showed improvement, we didn't. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And then when we later on down the line, hopefully we can reverse these things. But for one night, Kay Cunningham and his Tito's whipped our ass the other night. There ain't nothing else you need to be said. I'm not even gonna try to make an excuse for nobody, neither Mike Brown, not Anunoby, not Brunson, nobody. The better team won the other night, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that's really need to be said. The better team won. They players wanted, our players didn't want it. And that's all it comes down to. They made shots, we missed shots. Shot powers know how we get down. This is a miss and make league. You miss them, you win. You miss them, you lose. You make them, you win. They made them, we missed them. That's what it all boiled down to. They wanted it more than us, ladies and gentlemen. And we got to find a way to figure it out when the playoffs get here. If we ever see them again in the playoffs, we got to find a way to figure it out, Shot Powers. Until then, it's just another game on the doctor to me, my man. Like I said, coming out of the All-Star break, can't shoot 8 from 35 from downtown. 35 shots, you only make 8 of them. That the case you should have shot the many from down there, should have went the other way. But what can you say? So we just got to live on to the next one.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That game is in the win. On to the next, on to this team tonight, because we cannot take this team lightly. This team is coming to win. And best believe this guy that we got on the screen right here is going to come into the garden trying to run amok. He is not going to come over here and go 11 for 35. He's definitely going to come in here and try to blow it up like he always does. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. We got to get out there and play some basketball tonight. I just want the rotations to be a little bit more smoother. People get a little bit more extra playing time if they need to, or relinquish a little bit of time that if someone's not playing as well. That's the small things for me. It's nothing too major. Run the same rotations. I keep saying this, because of this 10-man rotation, man, about this 30, and 18. Run those rotations like that, man. And when you got one that's playing a little bit better, they get more minutes. And the one that's not playing that much better, they get less, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, no matter whatever to do, he'll figure it out, man. That's what he get paid to do. Them cats get paid money that I'm not thinking about getting. So I ain't gonna question none of them dudes. We can critique him and everything. I guess what I say don't matter. I don't get. Hey, Jalen Brunson had 6 turnovers, but I had to fuck. No cats. Anunoby didn't shoot well, 1 for 8, and people got to understand when you miss shots like Anunoby was missing, when you miss shots that McKellen were missing, that takes the other team and puts them in a certain rhythm. Like when you miss them long 3-point shots and it bounces off the rim, they getting that ball. Now you back on your heels because he done missed a shot. Number one, you stand in the corner when you miss a shot. Your other guys either try to get a rebound, but they still in miscommunication. So now they defense broke down because now they got to try to figure out once the Detroit Pistons get that ball off that long missed 3-point shot, them dudes is out of here. They out. They down the court sprinting, and that's a good ass sprinting team down there in Detroit. They do the thing that I always thought that we were doing under Tom Thibodeau. Get that ball off the rim and get up out of here. We were doing it good this year for quite a few games, but that game we couldn't do it because we wasn't hitting shots. So them cats was hitting. Then they had that superstar on the other side. He wasn't missing nothing. So and that ain't nothing else I can say about that. We another team that we another 13-41 out of the 41 win. We won 3 of them losses on us. So we just got to keep it moving and get it popping, man. Real talk. Doug Boy, Fresh Music, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Shoot super chat, my man. Doug Fresh, Real Talk. Dougie Boy, Fresh Music, what's good? Shout out to Knicks Real Talk. You are just a team for us. It's a state of mind, the grit and the grind. So I'm along. Yes, absolutely. I'm glad to hear that, my man. I can't wait to hear it, my man. Let me know where you're gonna drop that at, and we'll definitely tune in, my man. Doug Boy, man, Real Talk. But yeah, you're 100% right about that, my man. Knicks aren't just a team. For us, it's a state of mind, the grit and the grind. That's facts, and I think that can't be more said than anything right there, my brother. But thank you for the super chat. Doug Boy, man, and Real Talk, man. Just let us know where we can hit you up. It's on my page right now. Okay, I'll holler at that, my man, for real, Doug Boy. I'll get into that. Check it out for sure. But also, like I said, thank you for the super chat. Super everybody in the chat too, man, for coming in. SGA, thank you for subscribing, my brother. Appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the brothers up, man. We trying to get to where we trying to go. We still every subscribe helps for us. Every it's not about this mother donation, it's about the subscription. That's what we more, we would love to have everybody get up in the family. Brian Acosta, thank you, Doug Boyd, man. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Brian Acosta, as always, thank you for being a member, helping us keep the lights on. We appreciate you. To everybody in the chat, Travel Vibe, Jay Chosen, Nick Yak, Dave Haas, Size 9, everybody, man. I didn't get to say what's up to y'all because we had the brother here conversation. Agent Super Argo, what's good, Agent? What's good, everybody, man? So to the chat, that's where it's at for sure. But listen, man, I ain't never worried about this stuff, man. We just got to go out there and cross T's and dot I's and not, ladies and gentlemen, get the bad taste out of our mouth. Let's go down here and try. This is going to be a tough game. This game going to be tougher than the one we played the other night. Like I know everybody was tripping back early in the year when I said I would take KD in a minute. Because I tell you why. You would have had KD the other night. You might have got some buckets. so child fouls, I'm just saying all that. What our guys with Anunoby could do the other night, with Josh Hart, with Kel Bridges, and Townley could do in the first quarter, my man would have did it. So, like I said, that's why they got to where they at. They got a talented team down there, a bunch of young energy with a good veteran. And you know what's crazy about our team too, Shop House? I thought about this the other night. We don't have nobody that I could think of. Let me make sure I go through the roster. That's really, 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 really an older vet. You know what I mean by older vet? You know what I mean? Like 37, 38. Even if he don't play, we don't have nobody in our squad like that. You know, you notice that, man, and that's kind of interesting to me because you always need them guys like that. That's why I respected the PJ Tuckers of the world, guys like that, because these guys can bring some clarity to the game when your mind might not be where it need to be. Even though you got coaches for that, but it's nothing like hearing it from a player. And I think that's one of the things I know that this team that we got right now, our oldest players are the ones that's playing. You know what I mean? And I always thought that sometimes experience is the best teacher in a certain instance. And that's why I always appreciated guys like Todd Gibson and all these guys because they can sit down here and calm the storm when it gets tough down there. And so we got to hopefully our guys grow up. Jalen Brunson and Cat is one of our older guys now. These guys just got to be more efficient with their thinking and make sure they expand their bandwidth in games like this here. But other than that, man, let's get it tonight, man. We got to go ahead and beat these guys. I ain't mad at it. I ain't never scared of nobody. I think this Knicks respond tonight, Shop Howard. I don't know. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the game. I'm picking them to win the game. That don't mean they will win the game. I'm gonna pick the Knicks to win every game. That don't mean they're gonna win every game. But they just got to respond tonight. That's all. They're going to go in and get it popping tonight. That's it.
Yeah, it's about a bounce back. You know what I mean? And we pretty good with bounce back games, so I expect a bounce back game tonight. I expect the Knicks to get out there, get back to the movement of the pace of the basketball, swing, shoot. You know what I mean? Hit some shots tonight. I mean, drive to the basket, get some rebounds, all the things that they didn't really do last game. I hope that they can reoccur that tonight. You know what I mean? Because those are the reasons why we kind of lost the game. You know what I mean? Need to rebound the basketball. You know what I mean? Need to be about 80% at the three-point line, and you got to shoot over 37% for the three-point line. You know what I mean? These are the things that win you games. And when the Knicks do that, they win games. So we got to get back to those implement those tools tonight. And I think the Knicks will get out there and do it, especially against another team, top 500 team in the league, fourth in the West over there and stuff like that. I think the Knicks want to, for a Knicks fan, that was a terrible loss against Detroit. But if you was a real Knicks fan, you looked at it and it was like, they ain't got it tonight. Dang, they just missed a shot. Oh, my God, OG. Dang, he missed another one. That's how if you're a Knicks fan. So let's see tonight. Like, yeah, there you go, OG. You getting it back tonight. Oh, yeah. Oh, you missed out. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, that was still. That's how you want. That's what I want to sound like tonight. And I mean, some more encouragement for these guys to get back out there on the rhythm that they need to get back into to win games.
Yeah, absolutely. It just, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, coming off the All-Star break, it happened. Listen, the Knicks ain't the only team lost that night. And I guarantee they weren't the only team that didn't have a rhythm coming off the All-Star break. So, I mean, it happens, especially when your game is predicated on the way we play. We shoot a lot of three-pointers. And it's almost like you die on that hill sometime. You know what I mean? If your three-point shots ain't going for the Knicks, it's going to be a long night. You know what I mean? Because they that's how they literally he built this roster with them cats getting up there and they're 43 pointers sometimes. So, if they ain't going in, it just makes the game harder for you. So, and like I said, hopefully tonight we can get down there and paint, get some buckets down there. I like the game Mitch played the other night. I thought he played well, Shaw Powers. He had a good game. I think him and he was probably one of the more efficient ones all through the game, even though he didn't get a lot of rebounds. And that's another thing I don't understand. No Jalen Doran and no Isaiah Stewart. And these cats could muster up all the rebounds down there. But and like I said, it happens, and you got to live with it. But they'll be okay. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about the Knicks. They get it done. Alfie Tower, the only one in double digits rebound the other night. He had 11, and Brunson had 6 rebounds. Brunson out rebounded Mitch Robinson, all the fourths and centers. That's how crazy that game was. He had 6 rebounds. Carl Anthony Towns had 11. And the only person that had 6 other rebounds was Mitchell Robinson. So that tells you how that game went the other night when Jalen Brunson out rebound all your forwards and your centers, except for Cat and tied with Mitch. So that's what type of game it was the other day. So hopefully we be better at that. But listen, man, let me get into the injury report, the starting lineups, and all that stuff, and we get back at it, man. Real talk. Don't go nowhere. We in the building. Knicks in the building. Get to the Houston Rockets tonight, man. About another half hour, man. We be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Then we open up the panel like we supposed to. Pardon that. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, if you look at on the screen right there to let you know what I mean about the Houston Rockets, ladies and gentlemen, they are 34-20, fourth in the Western Conference. We are literally 35-21 now. We fourth in the Eastern Conference. They 16-13 on the road. We 21-8 at home. They are 7th ranked offense in the NBA. Ours is still ranked number 3. Their defense, which they really rest their hat on, is number 5th. But think about it. They 5th in the offense. 7th in offense. 5th in defense, and their net rating is 6. We are 3rd in offense, 11th in defense, and we 5th rated. So these teams got a lot of things in common. They're not a really high scoring team, but they ain't giving up a lot of points though. That's a really good defensive team over there. They start a lineup, ladies and gentlemen, probably 6'7" and more. 6'7". Amon Thompson probably 6'7". Easton probably 6'8", 6'9", Jabari Smith and KD and Sergon. This is a tall team over there, ladies and gentlemen. And they coaches, one of the grittiest coaches out there. He's no hard-nosed dude. Yume Doka is one of them dudes who his team is built according to the way his personality is. They gritty, they hard, they go hard at it and everything, man. So it's not gonna be an easy matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, you look at that defensive offense. That's why they are where they are. That's why they won 34 games, because they are, and that's without having, like Shaw Powell said, not only having Van Vliet, but you also just lost Steven Adams for the season. You know what I mean? So this is a pretty talented team over there. We can't take them lightly. So we got to go out there and try to win against these guys tonight. But I'm confident we got a good team too. We just got to bring our A game tonight. Matter of fact, we got to try to bring our A game every night, because if not, things like that happened in the Madison Square Garden the other night can happen again. But I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic about the Knicks team, man. I know they didn't win 35 games because they sorry. You know what I mean? That I do know.
Right.
I mean, that I'm not worried about. I'm disappointed we lost the other night, but other than that, I'm not worried about the New York Knicks team, man. We're going to be what we got to be. And still 26 games left for the season. We just got to make sure we get back on the winning ways and let that game get past us. I guarantee you that game we played the other night is one of those games that happened. And right, like I said, last year, ladies and gentlemen, Boston beat us all 3 times in the regular season. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? When we get to the dance, let's hope that we be better than we were the other night. And hopefully we be better tonight, Shop House. So I'm really looking for these cats to get out there tonight and really get it popping against these guys tonight, man. Try to score the ball with these guys. This is the type of team I think what you need to do, be it more about pace to me. Be it more about pace in this game, because these guys are so tall and so big that you kind of want to run with these dudes. You know what I mean? And hopefully if our defense could be on point, maybe we could just disrupt what they do. Because like I said, they're not a high prolific scoring team. I think we just got to try to take advantage of it tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's around about. You know what I mean? They don't really have a point guard. You know what I mean? They really they're not really missing them that much, but they probably would be a better team if they could have probably had Van Fleet this year. And now with Steven Adams out, you know what I mean, a premier rebound in the second unit. With all that being said, we can't take them lightly. It's not a team that and they come into the Garden, baby. You know, everybody come to the Garden want to show out and do all that fly stuff. They want to, do all that, so we got to be prepared for that. You know what I mean? I think that they should be more prepared than they were the other night. I think the other night I know as a Knicks fan, I hated what they see. So, and they was on the court. So if I hated what they see, I know they hated it even more. You know what I mean? Because they was the one who had to take it. You know what I mean? So I think tonight they'll show up. They'll show a face and let everybody know that was us. That was my bag. You know what I mean? We couldn't hit shots, but we back to hitting 37%. And we dropped down from 3-point. I think we're shooting almost 39%. Now we're at 37%. So let's hope that this trend from last year don't continue to get caught up in that, shooting so many 3-point shots, and we start missing shots and giving up easy push points like Devon was talking about earlier. We miss shots, guys get the long rebound, keep the ball out. You got to someone all the way down court. Everybody's running out now and lay the ball up. So let's see if we can stop that.
Yeah, real quick. I forgot to put in it earlier because we kind of had a different group in the program. When we look at the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, it's streaming on ESPN, Fubo, Sling TV. On TV is on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and that ESPN2 asterisk meaning that's a subscription type of thing right there, or in that area they might be showing it there. But real quick, we look at what's for the guys tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They in a black drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks are in a white drip, ladies and gentlemen. Same starting lineup that I had: Thompson, Kevin Durant, Smith, Tari Eason, and Sergon. New York Knicks, same usual suspects. Our starting five, man: Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, McHale, Anunoby, and Towns. Like I said, Steven Adams, same thing I had as well. He out for the season. Van Vliet is out. He might be able to come back for the playoffs. Who knows? Then Deuce McBride is out, ladies and gentlemen, for the New York Knicks with that pelvis injury. So other than that, man, we both teams is pretty much relatively healthy, just by the amount of guy they had all year. Like Van Vliet been out, so like. Other than Van Vliet, Steven Adams just got hurt last week, so they kind of relatively healthy as well. And we the only ones we missing the Deuce McBride, so we kind of relatively healthy as well. So but like the thing, like was crazy to me, Shop. I remember last year how we would get upset when we lose to the Charlottes of the world in the game, or we lose to Charlotte. Knicks can't beat this team, they can't beat that team, and things like that. And I was like, it's just part of the regular season. It's just part of the regular season. You're not going to be good every night. Nobody is good every night. That's why ain't nobody undefeated. You know what I mean? Anybody can lose on any given night, ladies and gentlemen. You could beat anybody, but you're not going to beat everybody. And that's just the way it goes down in the NBA. It's a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. 82 games is a lot of games, and you're not going to be at your best every night. I don't think none of us are at our best every night in this world, because it is, we probably wouldn't even be here on this podcast, actually, or wherever we at. But sometimes you just got to take it for what it is. But the other night was a bad experience for the New York Knicks, because I just wanted that game because of the energy we had on the show, and also it was Detroit Pistons, and they gave it to us pretty bad a couple of games, and in the season. Do that mean Detroit gonna beat us in the playoffs? No, it don't mean that. Does it mean Boston can beat us in the playoffs? No, it don't mean that. We proven that last year, because then you still got to think about the Cleveland Cavaliers of the world. They playing good ball since James Harden came over there. So it's gonna be an interesting playoff. I'm really excited about the playoffs. No matter what happens, I'm still confident in our team. I know I am. I'm never gonna waver. I think they showed me enough to let me know that this is a good team. Even though right now they haven't beat the Detroit Pistons. You got to give Detroit Pistons their flowers. They're a damn good basketball team, ladies and gentlemen. They are a tremendous team. JB Bickerstaff did a hell of a job formulating that team. Him and my man up in the front office, I can't forget my man name, Trey Landon. Trey Landon did a good job constructing that team. Just when you thought they lost Malik Beasley and thought they lost all the guys, they brought in some talented dudes. They had some growth within their organization, Jenkins and Hollins. So you got to give them flowers. They got a good team. So we lost to a good team the other night. Nothing else to be said. But Jay Chosen is in the building. Jay Chosen, what's good, my man? What's popping?
Yo, what's popping? What's popping? What's popping? How we doing?
We good, my man. What's going on with you, my bro?
Chilling. Just listening to the show, enjoying the show, of course, as usual. Props to my brothers Divine and Shy. To the shout out to the chat. Yo, what can I say, man? That was a you ever been like at a party and the balloon pop and you just duck you duck because you from a certain type of life, you from a certain type of, it's just a balloon pop. You're like, what the fuck? You kidding me?
Somebody pulled out the Roscoe or something.
right. I was at a kid's party, the balloon popped, I picked up my chair and spun around. It was a kid's party. Anyway, that's how it felt. You know what I mean? It felt like the air was let out of the building, like the air was let out of our chests, and going with the energy you're talking about, and how we felt uber confident, because we were very confident, regarding the win. All of us were very confident on it. The fact that they didn't have their big man, the fact that they didn't have the beef stool around, they're, to me, all jokes aside, Cade is a maybe. It's because remember, he's still young. So the jury's still out. This kid could blossom into the most amazing kid, but we have seen plenty of people take off and then plateau at a certain place. I always want to see people at full strength. I want to see the whole team be there. But the fact of the matter is, they haven't proven nothing yet. We beat them in the playoffs last year. They haven't. They beat us this year. Let's not forget when Boston beat us last year, but we beat them in the playoffs. So all that other stuff aside, I think talent-wise, from top to bottom, we're more talented, right? Because we have a number two. We have all these players. But I'm thinking at this point that all the cages for the Rottweilers need to be let out. You cannot bring over a guy and only let him play 9 minutes to test him out. This is not a sorority. This is not the Templar of the Knights. This man needs to get out there, and Sohan I'm talking about, and guard that 3, 4, 5. I don't care whoever the big man is moving. And you saw what he did in those short minutes versus Cade. To take him out, I'm really having a lot of doubts with Mike Brown. He's giving me a lot of agita. He's giving me a lot of ifs and ands and buts.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of agita. That agita. Like you're not sure if it's something you ate or it's gas or it's somebody bothering you or something. But they give me agita. Not only that, but angst. I'm gonna use a lot of big words, angst and some anxiety, all that. The truth is this, man. He lost me already a long time ago, and it takes a lot to get back. Like the truth is, whoever said forgive and forget was drunk, because your brain doesn't forget. You could forgive somebody, but you might not forget what they did, and it'll always be in the back of your mind. So for this one, I can't forgive Mike Brown for snuggling. I call it snuggling. I said it earlier. He snuggled the Golden State coach after Draymond body slam kicked and drop kicked Cat. He was snuggling, nibbling his earlobe, and giving him a new fondue recipe. And we can't go for that. This is New York City. We don't play that game. So, we got to get back on it. this is a tall team. We brought in a new guy who could run and gun. Let's not get it twisted. He got stuck under people who could play, who had higher ceilings for that team, like Castle and all that. That doesn't mean he can't run and gun for 20, 25 minutes for us. This is where we're gonna see the the flame to the fire, whatever they call it, the iron to the fire, or I don't want to say shit hit the fan, but I want to say the flame to the fire, because as a matter of fact, I want to see what he does with the team he has in front of him.
I feel you too, Jay, because I'm on it with him a little bit with the coaching, with the rotations. I think when he seen that Mikal was a little off, he should have took him out and put the war in there. I think when he seen that OG wasn't playing that good, I think he should have took him out a little earlier and put Sohan in there. So I hear where you're coming from that. But with that being said, too, Nick Nation, welcome.
What up, brother?
I like your microphone over there. Microphone.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to, level up. But I really came in because, after doing the show earlier and stuff like that, I'm old, man. I took a little, I needed a little nap. So I grabbed a little peace pipe first, you know what I'm saying? Hit that down. Boom, I needed a little nap. So I set my alarm, to wake up, and all of a sudden, I was still a little groggy. So it took me a few minutes. All of a sudden, and I clicked on. It was about 7:45. So I was like, "Yo, wait, what's going on over here?" Things was a little different on the show. I was like, "Oh, wait, what's going on?" But it was good to see you guys. And like I said, I just came in to absorb some positivity. Yeah, so I just came on to absorb some positivity from my boy Divine Shot Palace, because you know what I mean. It was a rough night. You know what I'm saying. So I really just came in to embrace the chat, get some positivity from with you guys, learn a little bit, and stay positive, because I can't front. That game, you know what I mean. It pissed me off. So you know what I mean. I'm a little, I was a little down. Little, neck, you're gonna be in. We fans, we deep fans. So, I'm not devoid of emotion. So, you know what I mean. So I need to come over here to the KRT. You know what I'm saying, to get that. You know what I mean, to anchor me back. I need my boys Divine and Shot Powers to. You know what I'm saying. So I woke up listening to you guys to help. You know what I mean, absorb and bring me back. Ron talked me off the ledge. And now I need to, to anchor you guys to push me forward. That's all I need. That's what I'm here for, brothers. And listen here, like you said, that game is gone. Let's try to figure it out. Let's, we it is what it is. We have our team, like we can't scrap nobody. So, hey, if anything, let's coach him up. You know what I mean? And hey, that's where I'm at, brother. So appreciate, coming on the show. Appreciate you guys having me. And hey, everybody out there, please hit that like button. Like, subscribe. This is where it's at right here. These brothers get you right, because I needed it. Please, thank you. So I'm gonna pass it back to you guys. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there's another game on the doctor, man. You know what? Like I said, you can't win them all, and disappointed because it's Detroit Pistons. But I mean, this ain't gonna be the first team that kick our ass like that. It ain't gonna be the last one. So with that the case, we might as well start firing everybody. Because we're gonna lose some more games. We might get blowed about 30 somebody else. All I'm worried about is April 16th and beyond. All this regular season stuff, from a fan perspective, yeah. But from what the ultimate goal is. Like I said, we lost 3 games to no. We all talk about 5 tips last year. We all talk about firing this guy. This guy suck. We lost in Charlotte Hornets. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. I mean, but when it comes down to the get down, the season don't start until April. Knicks don't get to the finals, then I got a problem. Until then, it's just sports talk. You know what I mean? What can we do? Like I said, coming out of All-Star game, first game out of an All-Star break, you haven't played in a week. It's some guys who don't get rhythm, some guys not going to have rhythm. We shot 8 from 35, ladies and gentlemen. We are a 38% shooting 3-point team the whole season, and we shot 23% the other night. What do you want me to tell you?
Right.
What do you want me to tell you? You know what I mean? That's part of the reason we lost, because not only that Anunoby couldn't hit it, they didn't hit no shots. And what that happened when you miss shots, the other team get the ball, run down, break on a fast break, get easy point, put the defense back on their heels, get them tied. I don't care who you put on that court last night. They whooped our ass. They was going to whoop our ass. I don't care who you put in there. I don't care what rotation you ran, what you could have put anybody in there that night. If you ain't hitting them shots, it's a miss and make league. You make them, you win. You miss them, you lose. We missed shots and we lost. That's it. That's it. If you look at the numbers, if you look at the totality of the game, I'm disappointed because Detroit came in there. We was hyped up. We great stream. That's the only reason I'm disappointed, because this team beat us on our home court. And when I wanted this game bad, but you know what? They lost. They got their ass beat by the better team that night. They got their ass beat a couple times. Right now, Detroit Pistons is the creme de la creme of the Eastern Conference. Ain't nothing else you can say about it. You know what I mean? That's the best team in the East right now, and they slacking motherfuckers. They are. You know what I mean?
They showed it. They showed it the other night.
The most thing I'm disappointed about it in that game, to me, ladies and gentlemen, not only want to harp on the game because it's over with, but you let Paul Reed, a third string center, not no disrespect to him though. Mitchell Robinson, 6 rebounds, Cat 11, nothing in the first half. Then you started going in the second. You can't do that against a team like that. You know, I understand the Anunoby aspect. He's been out for almost 2 weeks, 9-game toe injury. He ain't got no rhythm. He missing all the shots. But all the other stuff, I was disappointed with. You know what I mean? And with Shohan, I get it. You know, I might get it, but the cat just got here 2 days ago. He don't know nothing about the Knicks. He don't even know how to run a play with the Knicks. He don't know nothing about this team. He don't even know how he dare know where his locker at. But he what we needed for him that night is not why we lost. He don't shoot the ball from downtown. Shohan don't shoot the ball. We was already getting smashed up anyway. But he don't shoot out a 3-point threat. We lost that game because we went 8 from 5 from downtown, 23%.
That's it.
That's it for me. So I mean, you know what? Now if Mike Brown don't play that boy tonight, the game like he played, but I don't know, man. I just think that team the other night just bust our ass, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know other way to say it. Detroit Pistons and Cade Cunningham bust our butt the other night. That's all I can really say, man. I ain't even going
belt to ass with respect. That's how you gotta say it. Belt to ass with respect.
I don't know how other way to put it. You know what I mean? Them dudes came in the Garden. They couldn't stop Cade Cunningham, and we couldn't hit shots. And
they played like they wanted to win. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I don't want to compare them, but in some games this year, that way they played that game, I wish we could have played like that. You know what I mean? We have, but in certain games that I wanted us to win, when we didn't have our whole contingency there and stuff like that, to play up to the team, to really score, let the other team chip in and stuff like that. They played, everybody chipped in. Everybody came ready to play. Everybody had big numbers and scored big time. Because, you know, New York Knicks at the Garden. Everybody wants to shine at the Garden, baby.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Listen, man, you guys, we just got to stay focused, man. Like I said, it's 6 games to go. We might lose tonight. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm going to pick them to win. That don't mean we will win. Like I said, Knicks can beat anybody. That don't mean they're going to beat everybody. You know what I mean? So that's just the way it's the NBA, man. Like I said, we've been through this as Knicks fans for me almost 60 years. So you know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? You're gonna have disappointing nights, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna be disappointed fans. We're gonna want to break the windows in the house. We're gonna want to do whatever. You know, especially on a game like that. I was so disappointed with that game. I was pissed. I was like, man, but I was like, you know what? Then I looked at the reality of it. Jay Cho and Nick Nation and Shop House. I was like, 21 from 28 from the charity strike. The highest rebounder was Cat with 11. You know what the next highest rebound on that team was that night? Jalen Brunson. 6 rebounds.
Yep.
So it was a lot of variables in there. Anunoby 3 for 13. Cat did well. He shot 7 for 14, 50%. He did well in that game. But Josh Hart 5 for 8. He didn't do bad. But Mikal went 4 for 9. It seemed like he didn't even do. But they didn't do nothing on the side of the ball we needed. The rebounding, to get to the charity strike. They got there 28 times. But that ain't enough against a team like Detroit, Jay told them, because you got to go. They play in a 2-point area. They're not a 3-point playing team. But against us, here they go again. Knocked out 3-point shots all over the place. I'm like, they shoot 34% for the season. They came in the Garden the other night and they was lighting it up. I'm like, come on, man. So
that's what happened. That's what happened. Let's not forget when Shmekaleka Legovic came in here and dropped 9 points, shooting threes out of his mind. So the fact of the matter is this. that we will lose games. We will lose games, but we should never lose games because we're out hustled or we're out what you would call it, our energy, like it is not there, and we seem lackluster, and we seem like almost like we didn't even want to be there. Like they came in, that dunk from Cade was came with a whole lot of a whole lot of cursing while he was doing it. Like, here I am, mother, bound, and you know what? Props due to him, because when you play a certain way, this is life. You get what you get out, what you put in. And when you put in a lackluster performance, here's my biggest number. How do you get out rebound that night? How do you get out rebound that night? They don't have their center or beef stew. That's the question that kills me the most. All the other stuff we've been dealing with, getting out on the perimeter, not guarding the perimeter, the wings and things, not really wing stop, but wings and things. And now I think it's like a wing and a drumstick. And I'm going like, we're getting out rebounded. And then people getting on Brunson. But listen, Brunson did the best possible job that he could, working with the fact that people were not making their shots.
Facts.
Okay, they weren't making their shots, and he still got 8 assists with the 33 points and the 6 rebounds, and so he had 6 turnovers. Okay, you know what? When you are not getting help, mental mistakes start to happen. He needs people. Listen, this man is a monster. I still believe he needs a secondary ball handler out there, while the rebounders need to do what they need to do and crash the boards. I'm so sick and tired of seeing somebody shoot a three. We all learn this, all of us up here, the 4 of us, that you don't take the shot when you don't have a teammate under the basket to rebound. We are consistently seeing our guys take that three, right, with 2 people in their face and nobody's under the bucket to get a rebound. Nobody. It's time to really start organizing, seriously organizing. The one thing I really didn't like growing up, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the Spurs. I thought they were boring. I'm not joking. I thought they were boring. Right? I like certain people on Spurs, Bruce Bowen's defense and Robinson. Right. He was a dog. And I had a lot of respect for Dave Robinson, and even though Ewan would cook him and stuff, but for what he stood for and all that stuff. And then Tim Duncan, how could you you can't really hate on these guys, but you know why? They were fundamentally sound. So right now what we have to do is find our rhythm, choose which rhythm we're going to play with, and become fundamentally sound as we do it. And if we do those things, because listen, we might not even see Detroit in the Eastern Conference Final.
That's a fact,
right? We might not even see them. They might get taken out by Boston or the Magic or whoever. So I'm not even thinking about them. I'm thinking about them as much as I'm thinking about my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying?
We only got a couple of minutes left. Let me say this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I need everybody to listen to me in this one. This is important.
Yeah.
We can't put a whole season into one game, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks won 9 games in a row. We all thought they would. This shit happens. When we won 9 games in a row, this team was tearing shit up. We can't. I don't think we should, as fans, not put the whole season into one game. This had nothing to do with nobody on the panel. I'm just trying to speak of my own thoughts here. Nothing about the panel. This is a long season. You're going to win some games. You're going to lose some games. But we cannot see, because when the Knicks win, we just straight giddy. But even when the Knicks win, they make bad plays. They make bad errors in wins.
Right.
Losing brings out the worst in everybody. Winning brings out the best in everybody. That game against Detroit, much as we lost that game, it still was just another game. It's another one tonight. It's gonna be another one tomorrow. If the Knicks go on another 6-game winning streak, we're gonna forget about this Detroit shit. They ain't gonna. If they win tonight, it's gonna be over. You know what I mean? We're not even gonna think about Detroit tonight if they beat Houston. The New York Knicks average 27 assists a game. They average 46 rebounds. This is the season. They shooting 37.8% from downtown for the season. That's why they got the third-ranked offense, and their defense is 11 right now. But sometimes you're gonna run in a team who got better shit than you got. Because they ain't the number one team. You know, so it happens. You know what I mean? But I just think tonight they need to get on their game tonight. This is a big team tonight. They got to go out there, rebound that basketball best they can because they're going to get out rebounded tonight. You thought they got out rebounded against Detroit. This is what this team do, Houston. This is what they do. They rebounders. That whole team is legit rebounders. So that's our biggest task tonight is how we going to box these guys out, how we going to compensate for the size that these guys got out there. Is Anunoby toe, which is still he playing hurt. He not injured, but he hurt. Is he going to be on his game tonight? Is Mikal going to be? This is a tough game tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because these boys is big, and Yume Doga he got these boys. He played like the way we want our guys to play on the other side of the ball. He played like them 90 Knicks boys over there. Yume Doga, them type of dude. So, and they got the Slim Reaper over there. You know what I mean? Which can get a bucket when he want to. So it's going to be interesting tonight. But you know what? It's going to be a tough game. I think Knicks get a close one tonight. It's going to be a defense game to me. I say the New York Knicks tonight. I'm going to go out there. I'm hoping that they bring their A game tonight. I want to say New York Knicks 110 to 100. If they don't bring their A game, they might get smoked tonight. And I think Anunoby bounces back tonight for me, gentlemen on the chat, on the panel.
Control the pace, grab your rebounds, hit your free throws, shoot over 37% from the three-point land, shoot over 80% from free throw land. Big thing for me tonight is rebounding the basketball, and that's what I'm looking to see. Rebounding the basketball and the bounce back game for all the guys that had pretty rough games the last game. Not a team to take lightly, but I think the rotations will get a little bit more smoother. They looked a little bit more bumpy, in my opinion, last game. I think he was going more for, instead of running the rotation, I think he was going up for matchups. He looked like he was, every time someone come in, he was matching guys up. Let the rotation, run the rotation, man. Just run the rotation. I got the Knicks winning tonight in a close game. This team is not good going down the stretch. They lose a lot of games in the final ends of games. I got the Knicks winning tonight 114-111. New York Knicks. And my play of the game tonight is Shohan. I think he's going to get 24 minutes tonight playing against a team in the West that he probably just played 3 weeks ago when he was in San Antonio.
Okay. 114, 111 Shohan. I got 115, 110 Anunoby tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, I'm gonna say 109 the Knicks to 106. Like I said, I think Shaq Hobbs is right. It's probably gonna be a close game. We can squeak this out. You know what I mean? And hopefully, to me, my only I'm gonna diminish things. Please just play defense and be in the area code of your man. If y'all can do that, that's a step forward. So my brain and my mind is trying to train itself to make little small advancements for this team. And I think little small advancements maybe then, create, a large more of a file. But right now we got to crawl our way forward. And I'm doing my best to stay positive and, hopefully we can push forward here. So.
Yep. And Jay Children, 1 second, Jay Children, Nick Nation, do you think that's by design that they not in the area where they man is at with the lagging off defense? Do you think that's a part of their defense system, or that just the players not aggressively being on their man? Right quick, give me a second on that thought.
I'm going to say this because, I always say this. These guys are pros. So if anybody's defensive philosophy is not to be within a foot or a handprint of a guy, this is the NBA. You're wrong. And I don't care what coach says what. We all know that. You know what I mean? I've been young. You've been young. We've played these names, and there are guys. No matter what, you got their hand. You could still have your hand in their face. You could be on top of this dude's toe. There's dudes who are just shooters, and when you're a pro, pros are pros, baby. And you can't lax off. That's just my whole thought pattern of it. So, and I'll say that we have to, more than anything, learn how to guard the pick and roll, and you know what I mean? Because If we don't, all of these guys are going to keep getting downhill. So, and that, you know, what I mean, and that being said, is hey, we just got to see little small increments of them trying to learn how to play it better. If we don't, this is a go home kind of early kind of thing. If you don't see that, every team runs it, some version of it.
Yeah, Jay Chosen closed out. That's what sometimes it make me think that we should put Mr. Robinson back in that anchor spot, because when they be getting down, that when they get down there, the cats ain't
Facts. I talked about that earlier. That's all I really was focused on. That we don't have a defensive anchor, and when you don't have a defensive anchor, it creates issues. So, but on a positive note, we can still get there, brother. You can figure it out, maybe, you know what I'm saying, and push forward and still get there. So.
Listen, I'm gonna piggyback on that, man. I totally agree with everything that he just said, and I don't agree with everybody all the time about every single thing that they said. But what he said just now was 100%. I want them to find energy. I want them to find that energy that won them the Emirates Cup. I want them to find that energy that they were showing us from the beginning of the year. I want, and you know what? I don't care what the coach is doing, what he's not doing. I don't care what they're not doing. What they need to do is find what made them win, what made them elite. Because this is an elite team. This is a team that has gone up and up and up and up. And if we continue to play this way, we're in trouble. But if we can step up and remind ourselves that we won this thing.
Nice,
brother.
What?
When we won this,
Jay, you know my condition. You know my condition already. So you already know.
I got you.
You want to mail that to me? All right, good looking, brother.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. And for those who don't think that I do get, I got gear galore. I just don't go in the back. I just came from eating. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, I'm gonna go with that. The player of the game tonight is, it's got to be a sneaky one. I don't think OG has enough in his tank for any of that stuff. I'm going with the captain. I'm going with the captain again. I'm gonna go with the captain, because when in doubt, go the captain route. And I really believe that he's the one who's going to help them focus. You know what he needs to channel? Two things: the Mamba blood that he's got running inside his body, and the Tim Duncan style court presence, where he's telling people where to go. If Mike ain't doing it, he should do it. That's what I'm saying.
What's your score tonight, bro?
And I'm not going with these heart attack scores you guys are giving me. I'm going to give a little bit of a distance, because that's scaring the shit out of me. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 111. 111 to 100. 111 to 100.
We all in the same game, just about with the scores and everything like that. Listen, man, no matter what the score be, we just do it for fun. Y'all already know how we do it, man. We just prediction because we like to do it. That we can come back on the show the next day and say, damn, I was close. Or I actually got it. So that's we don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, it's all good. Listen, man, but the main thing is to win the game. You know, we know what it is, man. Just win the game. Just to get the bad taste out of our mouth. Because I still washing my mouth off in that Detroit game. But I think tonight to get it out of my mouth. But let me tell you, I was disappointed about that shit. But that's why I understand why everybody's sentiment is. I understand how everybody's feeling, because I felt the same way. Mike Brown ain't shit. Fucking Anunoby ain't shit.
Everybody ain't shit.
Yeah, I was mad at the Hey, listen, when the game went off, I know you watched the post game. I said, forget Pino, everybody.
Damn, what Pino ever do to you?
I ain't hear Alahan. I ain't want to hear Wanda. I ain't want to hear nobody. As soon as that game was crazy. Yeah, I was fired up, bro. I was upset because I just wanted that game that bad. I was like, man, we had a great stream. Everybody in the building, we are amped up. Needs to go in that motherfucker leg.
I was already pissed off because my MSG was messing up, so I had to watch it. I had to watch it with Patino. What's his name? What's the one that got choked out? Oh, man.
yeah.
But then it was
DJ.
I was like, oh my God, I'm muting it. That making me mad. And then I
Facts.
finally, the last couple of minutes to come on MSG, I'm like, man, it's over now. I don't
There's
even
two
know.
of them that get me so pissed. Him and Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, they be wild.
Had
Man,
together, bro.
that Patino, what the hell is his name?
PJ Clemissimo.
PJ.
Yeah, PJ, man, PJ.
Yeah.
Spreewell, baby, Spreewell.
Spreewell, that's what that is.
Right, Spreewell.
No matter Spreewell, so you know that's
choke them out.
All right.
Yeah, right. You know what? I didn't even think of it like that. That's why you're right.
Yeah. He mad at Spreewell. Stan Van Gundy mad because Nixon high his brother back, so it's always some shit.
Yeah.
But listen, man, thank y'all for
Politics,
y'all
brother,
politics.
politics.
All day, man. Y'all been grinding all day. I appreciate y'all coming in, man, for sure. But we're gonna get on now. Hey, listen, we got the game tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It's back
Exactly.
to back.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, see you
Yeah,
tomorrow.
brother, tomorrow.
I'll create some stuff tonight. We get up and get it popping. SGA Sports, thank you for coming in, my man. Appreciate you. Remember.
Thanks for the follow and all that stuff. What time the game, bro? I didn't even look it up.
Yeah, right here. We got tomorrow.
7:30, 8:30?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. All right. See y'all tomorrow, fellas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all enjoy the game,
See
man.
y'all tomorrow. Peace,
Peace.
Next, we'll talk the chat. Everybody, make sure y'all hit that button for your brothers. We see y'all tomorrow on the pregame show. Yo, peace, man. Thanks, fellas. We see y'all on the next one, man, for sure.
You're ready.
Hit
Peace.
them likes, hit them subscribes. Let's go.
Let's go.
New York Knicks, baby. Real talk. Let's do it.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't news on YouTube, frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand, his hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I side with the cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On the Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We fuel like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We got our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, summary in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue skies. And Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms with passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks shit assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!